Isn't it incredible? Getting a lead, holding it, and winning a basketball game. The Raptors welcome in the Portland Trail Blazers to Scotiabank Arena tonight. My favorite player, Dame Lillard, Dame time. To Scotiabank Arena. And I said it in the last video, they haven't been playing well recently either. They were 3-7 going into their last 10. They're like, they've lost a couple in a row. They're not feeling good. They fall into 500. Meanwhile, the Raptors, we all know the story behind this team right now. So the question was, who's going to not stink today? And the answer was, well, not Lowry, but the Toronto Raptors. They showed effort. They fought. They moved the ball. The bench scored. Their stars showed up. It was nice to witness. It was nice to have a lead for the majority of the game. Yeah, there were times where it dipped down, right? But they were able to counter punch and hold the lead and build on it again. Really nice job. Can they build on it moving forward? Look, that's something we wait and see. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break down this game the best that I can, and I'm going to enjoy it. Why? Because we haven't seen very many good wins in a while. Yeah, you had those road wins against, Cleveland and New York. Then you've lost 3 straight. And you'd lost, a bunch before that. They lost 5 of their last 6, bottom line. So when you win a game like this, you damn well enjoy it. So we're here to do that. First quarter, Raptors get going. Pascal's hot early. You win the first quarter 34-27. Really good job. Great start. Your offense cooking. You only allowed 27. You're in really good shape. However, we're all kind of waiting for this thing to fall apart, right? And in the second quarter, yeah, there were flashes of it going down the toilet, but they were able to counter punch, right? They lost the quarter by 2, 26-24, but you're still up by 5 at the break. Now, if you go into the locker room, you're up by 5. You have the lead by a 2-possession game heading into halftime. The question is, how are you going to react heading into the second half? That's been the story of this Raptors team a lot this year, is how they come out of breaks. Well, they started out great in the third quarter. They built up a really nice lead, and they continued it, right? They win the third quarter 31-21, and they're up by 15 going into the fourth. You're in great shape. It's closing time. Figure it out. But then Dame Lillard starts to get hot, and then things start to go wrong. And I have a clip here, and I'm going to break it down. I'm going to see if I can get this entire... I don't know if I probably won't be able to get the entire clip for you guys, unfortunately. But I'll be able to get the last bit, and it's probably the part that you guys like anyways. But I'm going to break this play down. So, 6:14 to go in the game. Raptors have the ball. You're only up by 3 now. So, they've made that big push. That 15-point lead is gone. It is down to 3. Okay? So I got it right here. Fred comes up across the timeline, gives it over to Scottie. Scottie waves off OG, gives it to Gary, loses his defender, drives in, kicks it to Scottie, bumps Nurkic, finds Fred, drills the 3. Big time bucket there to put you up by 6, kind of ending a little bit of a drought, and obviously building it back up to a 2-possession game. Dame Lillard comes down the floor, gets past Scottie, Fred meets him at the rim. Lillard should have got that, misses it. Scottie gets the board, up to Pascal, drops it off for Fred in transition, drills the 3. And that's a big heat check for Fred there. You see him let out the big time roar. And that's just all kinds of emotion just coming out of Fred there. And that was such an important possession. Because I don't know what this is going to lead to. And it might lead to nothing. But watching Fred do what he did on those 2 possessions showed us what this dude is capable of, and we all forgot what he was capable of until we see that. We're like, oh, right. Big shot, big moment, Fred VanVleet. We've gotten so used to that in years past. This year, he has not been that. So there's been question marks all over the place with the guy. Lowest shooting percentage in the league is three-point shooting down the tube. But in big moments, in a 3-point game with 6:14 to go, when you're only up by 3, our possession, their possession, our possession, 2 threes, you're up 9. Such a swing, and that right there was the dagger to end the game for the Portland Trail Blazers. The Raptors win it 117-105 and improve to 17-23 on the season. And you lose that fourth quarter, 31-28, but who cares? You won the game. So, lots of positives to take away from this game. And we'll start with Pascal. The talk recently, the last couple days, or last couple games, has been the inefficiency on his standpoint. Right? He's been getting to the free throw line. He's been doing fine there. But he hasn't made shots, right? His field goal, we talked about it, hit 4, I think it was back-to-back games with only 4 field goals made. Well, you know what? He combined both of those totals in this game. And he was hot early on. And struggled late in the game making shots. But again, when you have everybody else cooking, it makes it so much easier for Pascal. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for him, 8 of 19 from the field. Got to the free throw line a lot, 9 of 11 there, 2 of 4 from 3, so sprinkling in some threes as well. 2 steals and a block for Pascal. OG, all right, I'll tell you what I want from OG as a fan. In a game like this, he's probably your 5th option. Because we've seen what happens when OG gets going and starts his dribble and tries to create his own offense. It's quite herky-jerky and quite ugly. So, defensively, you want OG at his best. And he was today. 4 steals and a block. Really good job. I think actually the block was on a Dame Lillard step back 3, too. And I don't know how the hell he got that. And 14 points, 5 rebounds, couple assists. Shot 4 of 11 from the field. But 4 of 4 from the line. 2 of 4 from 3. They gave you the defense, knocked in a couple threes. That's all I ask from OG. It's not much, but it's all I ask. Because defensively, you know what you're going to get. If you can help at some point and not hurt your team offensively, that's all we ask for him. Scottie Barnes. We've been going crazy about Scottie, especially the last couple days. Because dude's not taking shots. In the first 3 quarters of play and then figuring out, I've only taken like 3 shots in the first 3 quarters. I'm going to shoot a bunch in the 4th. And I love it. But I'd love to see more shots through the first 3 quarters. And what has the defense been doing to Scottie recently? Well, they've been playing him. Literally, whoever's guarding him is standing almost right underneath the bucket. That's where Nurkic was today, for the most part. But what has Scottie been doing? He's not even been looking at the rim. Right, he gets the ball, looks to pass it off, and then screen a guy. That's not what you want, man. You got to be aggressive. You can't be a liability out there for the first 3 quarters. So what do we see today? Well, Nurkic doing the same thing, right? Backing off whenever he gets outside the paint, letting him come at him. And Scottie was at times going at Nurkic, which I love. But you know what else he was doing? So there's a few plays. I have 3 that I want to bring up and see if I can remember them. Nurkic, obviously, the same thing about all 3. He's standing right underneath the bucket. It's easy peasy. Scottie gets it, right? And sees Nurkic right underneath the rim. No one else coming to help. So he steps inside for a mid-range jump shot and knocks it down. A little bit later on, same thing happens. But he's got it behind the 3-point line. Doesn't hesitate. Doesn't look herky-jerky, look for someone else and then just chuck up a shot. No, gets it, sees Nurkic back there. All right, bet. Take that 3, drills it. One of his only 3 tonight. Another play, same deal. Instead of taking the 3, instead of taking that mid-range shot, he gets to the free throw line and takes the jump shot. That's how far back Nurkic was. So Scottie's jump shot ain't bad. Use it, kid. And I can say that because I'm older than him. That's weird. That's so weird to feel. Yeah, it's so weird when you get older. I don't know whoever's watching this video, and when you get older than the players, you feel real old, right? Especially when you talk about the kids, because I can actually say that. But anyways, 22 points for Scottie. 9 boards, 4 assists, 7 of 12 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from 3, and 3 steals and 2 blocks. It's games like these where we look at Scottie and we're like, he can do it. You can do it. And he did. We'd love to see this more aggressive Scottie when it comes to scoring on a consistent basis. If guys are going to sag off you like that, fine. Take the shot. It'll make them come out, which opens up the paint. He can do this. And we saw it today. Fred VanVleet, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 of 12 from the field, and 4 of 9 from 3. So both percentages are better than his season averages, I believe. And he only had 14 points, but only took 12 shots. Scottie took the same amount of shots as him. He took one more shot than OG. And that's fine. I'm not asking Fred to shoot 20 shots a night. It's not going to happen. I'd love to see him more off ball. We saw that today, and he was efficient, and he had 7 dimes as well. Really nice game for Fred. I really liked his game. Gary Trent, 19 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Shot 6 of 16 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, 2 of 4 from 3, had 2 steals and a block. He was red hot. Was it in the second quarter, I believe? No, it was the second quarter when the bench unit was out there, and they seemed to cut into the lead a little bit. What's Gary doing? Gary Trent steps to the side, drills a 3 over Nurkic. That was a second 3 in as many possessions. And you're like, oh, he's feeling it. And you need that sort of scoring off the bench. So you got it from Gary, 19-4-1 with the bench unit guys out there. And I thought he was good, man. I thought he was good. I'd love to see him shoot a little bit more consistently. But again, fine. 19 points on 6 of 16. 5 of 6 from the line, 2 of 4 from 3. I'll take it. And the bench. I want to quickly touch on this before we wrap this thing up. The Raptors bench outscored their bench by a country mile. Albeit, it wasn't really close. Because Sharp is the only guy who had any points, and he had 3. Shout out to Mar Hamlin. The Raptors bench consisted of this. Christian Koloko, 8 points. Malachi had 2. Precious had 4. Thad Young had 4. Chris Boucher had 3. Christian Koloko's stat line, 8, 4, and 2. 4 of 5 from the field. 5 fouls, which I don't get one of them. The Dame Lillard block, it was clean as hell. It looked nasty. I don't know how. And he was a plus 20 on the floor. Really good job from Christian Koloko. Malachi Flynn had 3 assists as well. Precious had 4 points, couple assists, shot 2 of 6. And again, not very efficient, but again. And Thad Young, 4 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. Chris Boucher, 3 points and a rebound. Malachi was a plus 2, Wancho plus 9, Precious minus 4, Thad Young minus 4, Chris Boucher plus 1. Your bench didn't hurt you. And another crazy number? No, one guy played 40 minutes tonight for the Raptors. Top guy was Pascal at 38. You know why? Because your bench gave you an effort. It gave you time to buy time for your everyday guys. And you know what happens then? They're fresh for the fourth quarter. They're fresh for a push down the stretch. They're not dead on their feet because they got to carry everything. Something to keep an eye on moving forward, though. Team stats. They shot 45% from the field, 30% from 3, 76% from the free throw line. Raptors shot 44% from the field, and I believe took 15 more field goal attempts. We shot 39% from 3. Made 12 threes. They only made 9. You were plus 3 in that category. Great job. 86% from the free throw line. They were money from their line. Really nice job. And 26 assists for the Toronto Raptors. 26! They averaged 22.7 heading into today's game, which is 26th in the NBA. Why did we love those teams in the past? They hummed the ball like crazy. Gave up, what was it? When Kawhi was here, I don't know if he said it, or Nick Nurse said it, or somebody said it, where it's like, you give up a chance to take a good shot for a great shot. And the Raptors were doing that tonight. The ball was just swinging like crazy. And it led to wide open shots. And they shot 44% from the field. They shot 39% from 3. They did a hell of a job moving the ball. And it also helps when they turn the ball over 22 times to our 10. And the points off of turnovers 29-13 in favor of the Raptors. Dominated in that sense. And you survived Dame time. So, Raptor fans, I'm going to end off with this. If this team wants to find a way to build off this and win our hearts back, they got to put wins together. They have not won 3 consecutive games at one time, or, all year long. They haven't done it. They've won 2 in a row, never 3. They have an opportunity to do that now. You play Charlotte twice. I'll be at the first one. I'll be there on Tuesday at 7:30. So hopefully make it 2 in a row. Then they have Charlotte again. Then you have the Hawks. You have a chance to win 4 consecutive. Because the Hawks, they're in turmoil right now. So if you win those 3 games, yeah, you're still 3 games under 500, but the mojo is totally different. Or do you lose one against the Hornets and be like, oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. Who knows? But enjoy this victory today, Raptor fans, because let's be honest, we kind of deserve it after what we've been dealing with recently. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed a win, smack that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game of the Toronto Raptors? The Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description, so follow up, send me a DM to like great stuff. Where else are we? The Discord link is down below as well, so follow up there, join the Discord, do all that great stuff down below. And I'll talk to you guys Leafs edition very shortly, as puck drop's probably underway now between the Leafs and the Flyers in Philly on the second night of a back-to-back for the Buds. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action on Tuesdays. They host the Charlotte Hornets at Scotiabank Arena, 7:30 tip-off there. I'll be at that game. Hopefully they can get back-to-back wins, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to win. See. Got to put in the effort like they did today. Though. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. Talk to you guys then.